Hey guys, this is Shelby with the Rogers Public Library. So this week for Makerspace at Your Place, I wanted to kind of talk you through an experiment that I've been doing, or it's kind of been ongoing. But so it all started when I found these guys, right? They are bugs that are encased in epoxy resin. And I think they look really cool. And I kind of wanted to see if I can make them myself, right? So if you know about what epoxy resin is, it's kind of a type of plastic, but it's really toxic. It has a lot of fumes, and it can really hurt your body. And so I didn't want to necessarily use that. I wanted to see if I could maybe make plastic in another way. And I tried a couple different things out, right? So the first one is just glue, right? I stuck some feathers in glue, and I stuck a dandelion in glue, and I just made a little disc. And these, I mean, you can tell they're a little warped, right? The glue doesn't dry very evenly. And the other part of it is that it can sometimes take a really long time to dry. Like this took about 3 or 4 weeks before it actually got into this state of just being solid enough that I could pick it up without getting glue all over my fingers. I mean, and it is really just Elmer's glue, like the kind you probably have already. And this is also Elmer's glue, but it's got some food coloring mixed in with it. And the other thing about this is that I used a really tiny dish, right? So there's different kinds of containers you can use. Like, you can use like a ketchup cup or a film canister or even a disposable cup like this. And the larger the container, the longer it's going to take to dry, right? So this, I just used a lid, right? I put it on a lid, basically the same size and shape, basically just like this one, but not this exact lid. And it dried really fast, like in a day or two. That's really fast as far as this stuff is concerned. This is also glue, but I added a little bit of, I think, vinegar to it. It's not worth talking about. It's glue, right? And then this is stuff that's a little bit more promising, right? So this is cornstarch plastic. So that's what we're going to be making today, right? So this is my first experiment. I tried to mold the plastic around the squid, and that didn't turn out super well. It just got really brittle and it broke apart. Then I did the experiment again, and I added a little bit of food dye to it, right? Because you can see this is yellowing a little bit. So I thought I'll add blue to it to make it more clear, and I added too much blue. But it did work a little bit better. The main issue here was that the plastic shrunk a lot, and it didn't really encase this little crab the way that I wanted it to. But it was a definite step up from this, right? Another thing that I did is gelatin, right? So this isn't like Jello, the kind that you eat, right? It's plain unflavored gelatin, right? And this stuff is really, really stinky. Just, like when I made it, it smelled like wet dog. But it did turn out okay, right? It also shrank a little bit, but it definitely trapped this little Lego man. This seal is escaping from its plastic encasing a little bit, but that's because I needed to put more Jello in there than I did, right? But anyway, but what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making this cornstarch plastic, right? And so the ingredients that you'll want is just cornstarch and then an acid of some sort. So you can use vinegar, which is what I've used before, or you can use something like citric acid, right? I don't think it's actually going to make a difference, or you'll need to add different amounts, but other than that, it's going to be pretty similar in product. Right, so I'm just going to add a tablespoon of this here, and I'm going to add a little pinch of this. We really don't need a lot because it's pretty strong compared to the vinegar, which is dilute, right? So vinegar is 5% acetic acid, whereas this is basically concentrated citric acid. And because it's concentrated, you need to be a little bit more careful around it, right? That's maybe half a teaspoon. And that should be enough. Right. I breathed a little bit in, right? Which it's a little irritating. It's kind of like you've ever breathed in Kool-Aid powder. It feels like that, right? So, but it's not actually going to hurt you. Everything that we're using is edible, right? This is used in canning. Cornstarch is used in a lot of different things like soup. And then the third ingredient is our plasticizer, right? So this is glycerin. It's a byproduct of soap making, and it's added to a lot of different foods. I don't know that this is food grade, but it is. But there is food grade glycerin, right? If you don't have this, which you can get it at like the pharmacy section in a Walmart or at a Walgreens or something, you can also use an oil, right? Like canola oil or something. It'll do the same thing, right? And it, what a plasticizer does is it just makes it a little bit more moldable. This water has a little bit of food coloring in it, a teeny tiny amount, right? Just to get around the issue that I mentioned earlier, which is too much blue, right? So now we're gonna get just a teeny tiny bit of blue. So we're gonna mix this together. Or I think my original recipe uses vinegar, and it calls for 4 tablespoons of water and 1 tablespoon of vinegar for 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm gonna see if we can get that down though, because remember, if we use less liquid, it's not gonna shrink as much. So we're gonna see if this is gonna be enough. Oh, and the purpose of the acid is, in this case, the citric acid is as an emulsifier, right? What that means is that, you know, sometimes when you mix things in with water, it actually chemically bonds, like salt and water form a chemical bond, but that's not what salt and cornstarch does. What's basically happening here is there's little particles of cornstarch that are floating around in the water. And because they're not mixed together, they can actually separate out. And what the citric acid does is it just makes it a little more stable and a little less likely to settle. And that'll help with our final product. So once we get this stage where it's nice and mixed together, we're just gonna put it in the microwave. And you'll start slow for like 20 or 30 seconds, and then you'll step down until you get a nice goop. So we put our cornstarch mixture in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and now it looks like this. It's kind of a little bit translucent. And you can see a little bit of the blue tint. And it's got about the consistency of, I don't know, basically boogers, right? Now, if you add the full 4 tablespoons of water instead of just 3.5 like I did, it's going to be a little bit easier to work. I'm going to add a little bit of extra glycerin to help it flow a little bit better. So now we have our little container, our mold, and I'm going to get some of the plastic. I'm going to put it on the bottom. And this is pretty hot, you know. It's not, you don't necessarily want to stick your hands in it. You can let it, if you want to try to mold it, you need to let it cool down first, is basically what I'm saying. So we get this, and we're going to flatten it out a little bit. Okay. And we're going to put the Lego man in there. Try to get the rest of it out with the spatula. And of course, it's going to be a little bit lumpy, just because it doesn't flow super well. That is one of the, I guess that is an advantage of using gelatin, is that it's more liquid. It has a lower melting point. There we go. I'm gonna press it down. It is cool enough for me to touch right now. So, and now we just have to let them dry. And this takes a while. I would say wait a day or two and just see if it's one, like hard to the touch, and the other thing is if it's how cold it is, right? If it's not dry all the way, it'll be a little bit cold to the touch just because as the water evaporates, it has a cooling effect. So yeah, that's the experiment. We'll see how that turns out. Hopefully it'll be something like this, just with less shrinkage. And that's what I have for you guys for Makerspace at your place this week. I hope you guys had fun. I'll see ya.